Good morning. It is miserable here today. Raining, dark. Oh God, get that off. My head in. Um, but anyway, here I am walking the dog, doing my live. So I'm gonna keep this quick because I think my phone's gonna die. Oh, and Barry's running off. So yes, I wanted to talk this morning about explaining what you do because I think all this focus on tapping into people's pain points and talking about their outcomes and stuff that's important, but the missing piece for most people and most stuff that I see is explaining why what you do is helping. And I think this is the bit that maybe people find boring, or they can't really explain properly, or they don't really know how to explain it. But it's really, really important because, the truth is the pain points that your audience have can be solved with lots of different solutions, and yours is just one of them. And that's just a fact. And, the place they want to get to, they can get there in lots of different ways. There's lots of different sort of journeys they can take that will get them there. And so the thing that makes you stand out isn't necessarily how well you can dial into how they're feeling right now. I mean, that is part of it. But it's how well you can explain why your solution is a good one for them. And that comes down to the features and benefits of your offer. So the way I do this and the way I teach people to do it is that pretty much every time you're talking about where they're at right now, talk about it as Hell Island, as their point A, as their pain point, whatever however you want to explain that to yourself or to them. So you start there, you're going to take them somewhere, you're going to get them to Heaven Island, and then you need to explain, that's not enough. So it's like, what is it? What's the mechanism? How is it that you do it? What's one small part of your program or, your course or your, the way they work with you? How is what you do going to get them there, and why is it going to be the right choice for them? Now, I think, I'll go into this in more detail in a different type of video, I think, so that I can kind of get the point across. But I think from a mindset point of view, I think this is where people get scared, because if you really, on one hand, it's a fear. If I explain too much about what I do, my competitors are going to see, and I mean, that just isn't something you should worry about, honestly. There's much more important things to focus on. And because if you're worried that you're going to explain it so well that your competitors, let me put it another way. If you are trying to camouflage what you do so that your competitors don't understand, then the people you want to buy for you aren't going to understand. It's as simple as that. So if you're out there marketing your product or service, it's going to be clear what it is. And if your competitors pick up on some things and run with it, well, that's just life. Because it's more important that you're clear for your target audience. The other fear I think people have is that they don't know how to explain it, or they don't know, or they're worried it's going to come across as boring, I think, as well. But it's not. When you do it properly, when you take someone where they're at, you take their hand and you say, look, I understand where you're at right now. And over there is where I'm going to take you, and this is how we're going to get there. And let's say they're stepping stones, or however you want, whatever analogy you like. And you're like, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this step, and this is what we're going to do together, and this is how you're going to feel, and this is what I'm expecting you to do. And then when we've done that bit, we'll take the next step. And this stepping stone is, this is what we're going to do at this point. This is how it might feel. This is what I'll bring to this point of our journey, and this is what I need you to bring, and so on. And you explain to them step by step what's going to happen, and why it's the right journey for them, and why they're going to end up over there instead of over there. Does that make sense? So if you take someone, by contrast, if you take someone by the hand and say, oh, look, here you are. I know you don't like it here. I'm going to take you over there. So let's go. And you're not explaining, like, are we walking? Are we flying? How many steps is it going to take? Is it going to, my shoes going to get muddy? I'm in a forest now, so that's kind of, how long is it going to take? Is it a straight line? Is it we're going to have to stop a few points along the way? Or if all you're saying is, I know how you feel, and I know you want to get over there, so come with me. Just trust me, it'll be fine. Let's go. People aren't necessarily going to take that leap, particularly if it's a scary journey. If it's a simple journey that doesn't require too much faith, then yeah, sure, they might take the leap. But if it's something that they're scared about and they're not sure, then you need to really, help them to understand what it is, what journey it is you're going to take them on, and what it's going to look and feel like for them. So hopefully that helps with my nice analogy. As I say, I think I'm going to start doing more kind of explanatory videos to kind of walk through some of this process and show what I do. Take my own advice. Anyway, I'm going to go because I'm basically drowning and my phone's going to die. So have a good day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.